Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man walah. We are doing our Arabic classes from the kitab known as the Medina Arabic course. We are still busy with book 1 and we are currently on lesson number 4. Currently in the middle of the lesson number 4 as far as the book is concerned, even though this is our 9th class so far. So we had entered into this lesson. We had stopped here after this exercise above. We are starting from this secondary exercise, or not so much an exercise as much as a secondary subchapter in this lesson. So to begin, he starts off with this part here, alif, which is, as we would put in English, A, subheading A, which is what we are learning in this lesson over here is the usage of names as far as Arabic is concerned. You have male names and you have female names. So I'm going to read all the male names right down. Then I'm going to read the female names. Then I'm going to just give a quick explanation. So it says Muhammadun, Khalidun, Hamidun, Yasirun, Ammarun, Sa'idun, Aliyun, Abbasun. All masculine male names, you notice all of them have got tanween, dhammatain specifically on the ending. Now with the female names, Aminatu, Zainabu, Fatimatu, Maryamu, Aishatu, Khadijatu, Safiyatu, Ruqiyatu. So here you have a list of female names, all various types, and all of them, not a single one. It is a rule that a female name cannot take tanween. So no dhammatain, no kasratain, no fathatain, can't take any of them. They will be like this, aminatu. Or if there's something which can affect the word, like a preposition and stuff like this here, it can change the ending of the letter to have, for example, maybe a fatha or so on, but not tanween. So female names do not get tanween. So it's very simple and easy to understand how to deal with female names in Arabic, which is that every single female name will not have tanween. But male names are a little bit different in it as well, which is the fact that masculine names are divided into three types. You have masculine names like this whole lot which was given over here. All of them are pure Arabic masculine names. They are Arabic in origin. We're not talking about the fact that these are Arabic names, but we're talking about the fact that the name is Arabic in origin. So, for example, let's take, for example, Sulaiman. Sulaiman is not Arabic in origin. Jibril is not Arabic in origin. Musa is not Arabic in origin. Isa is not Arabic in origin. Nuh is not Arabic in origin. All of these are originally Hebrew words which have been incorporated into Arabic, but it is not Arabic in origin. As a result, names which are masculine but are not Arabic in origin do not get tanween. That is why you won't find Sulaimanun, for example, because the name is not Arabic in origin. For you, okay, Shu'aib, for example, is Arabic, so it's a different story. But you know, these names which are Hebrew in origin, which have been changed, or let's take it in a modern context. You take the word Edward, a name like Edward, which is an English name. Now you make him into Arabic, Eduardo, for example. If they were to make him that way, it would not be Eduardun, it would be Eduardo. So you know, a name which is masculine but not Arabic in origin will not get tanween. That's number one. And number three, or at least that's what number two. Number one was male names which were originally Arabic in origin. Number two is male names which are not Arabic in origin. And number three is masculine names which are Arabic in origin, but it has a ta marbuta on the end. So for example, Muawiyah too. You see, if you see the word Muawiyah, it's got a ta marbuta, that round ta on the end. If you've got the name Hamza too, not Hamzatun, Hamza too, Muawiyah too. You know, you've got a number of masculine names, Hudhayfa too. You know, all these names, they've got this ta marbuta on the ending. So these are names which are Arabic in origin, but they have this ta marbuta. Now, as you know, from when we did our nouns, our standard rule to distinguish a masculine object from a feminine object is looking at the ta marbuta on the end. Obviously, like I said, there are certain exceptions to the rule, but the default ruling is that if a noun has a ta marbuta on the end, it means it's feminine. So when you're looking at look at the standard female names, Ruqayyatu, Safiyatu, Khadijatu, Aishatu, they have a standard ta marbuta on the end. So with female names, it's got nothing to do with whether it's Arabic in origin, because Maryamu is not Arabic in origin. It's also Hebrew in origin. Now, you have that type. Then you have a name which is Arabic in origin, but which does not end with a ta marbuta, like Zainabu. So whether it is Aminatu, Arabic in origin with a ta marbuta, Zainabu, Arabic in origin without ta marbuta, Maryamu, non-Arabic in origin, in every case, a female name will not take tanween. But male names have the slight distinction where only those names which are pure Arabic in origin, masculine, those ones will get tanween. Also, it's not a hard and fast rule, because depending on what pattern the name is on, that will also prevent the name from being able to take tanween. Not to jump the gun, but I'll give you just one example. Uthman is on the pattern of Fa'alan. This particular pattern, Ta'ban, Shab'an, Mal'an, and so on and so forth, this particular pattern prevents tanween. So therefore, you won't get Uthmanun. If you were to give the name Uthman, it would be Uthmanu, or at least Uthmana, like that, but not Uthmanun. It cannot accept tanween. So we'll do that in due course. So let's not get into that topic, because that will make just things unnecessarily complicated. Let's focus on what we are doing here. That masculine names are divided into this three categories: masculine Arabic in origin, masculine non-Arabic in origin, and masculine Arabic in origin, but with the ta marbuta on the end. So only those which are pure Arabic in origin and masculine, only they will get tanween. So Khalidun, Hamidun, and the rest of them will be read in this fashion. So that's with regards to the names. So like I said, we did touch on it previously last week. So this time it's just putting things a bit more into perspective, because I did say last week that we would touch a little bit more on it in our follow-up class, which is what we have just done. So now here he gives you our exercise. اقرأ واكتب مع ضبط أواخر الكلمات. Read and write while keeping in mind putting the correct endings on the words. So you can see he's thrown a whole lot of names together over here. Now, you know, unfortunately, because we don't have 110 people attending the class, that you know you can have people on the ball sending in the answers one-way ticket like that. Therefore, you know, if you happen to have the answer, you are more than welcome to send it in. But because we're moving at a slight faster pace, so therefore, if I don't get the answers, I will give the answers myself. Okay, so answers which have been sent in: Hamidun, correct. Zainabu, correct. Aminatu, correct. Hamidun also right. Zainabu also correct. Fatimatu, correct. Sa'idun, correct. This name here was missed, which is Ammarun. Ammar, like I Ammar ibn Yasir. Ammarun. So you had Fatimatu, Maryamu, correct. We've got our next name over here, Hazrat Ali radiyallahu anhu. So Aliyun, correct. Aliyun. Khalidun, also correct. Last row, only 5 left. Abbasun, correct. Abbas with a tashdid on the bar, as you saw above. Abbasun. Aishatu, yes. Aishatu, correct. Last 3. Muhammadun, correct. Muhammadun. Safiyatu, correct. And our last one, Safiyatu, correct again. Khadijatu, there we go, correct. So, when you see the names also in Arabic, it also allows you to see how the names actually are versus the multitude of ways that people pronounce it. So some people say Khadija, some people say Khadija, some people say Dija, some people say Khatija, Khatija, and people got all these various ways of saying it because perhaps people don't realize how the word and the name actually is. So it is Khadija. So Khadijatu. And yes, that is now correct. So you see, it's actually simple and straightforward. Everybody got every answer correct of all of these names. We did them. You brought it into practice. Straightforward, simple, over and done with. So that's the end of page 23. As long as you keep in mind, female names never have tanween. Male names, pure Arabic in origin. Yes, where it can become a little bit difficult for you is when you don't know what original language the name is. So maybe you were thinking that Jibreel is Arabic in origin. I mean, it's in the Quran. So isn't it pure Arabic in origin? No, because it's Jibreel. It's a Hebrew word. Hebrew is also a Semitic language like Arabic. So it's also broken up into similar names. So all the names of the angels are all Hebrew names. So Mikael, Israfil, Israel, all of these, you see, they follow the same pattern because it means, for example, Jibril or Jibrail, it means, if you were to translate it into Arabic, it would be Abdullah. So it's Hebrew in origin, not pure Arabic. So you have these words. You can take any language. You can take Takahashi from Japanese. You can take let's say Pak Yung Go, if you are taking from Korean, whatever it is, if you're taking a name from one language and you are bringing it into Arabic, it would not be regarded as being Arabic in origin. So therefore, obviously, you would not be giving it tanween. Anyhow, let's not stress the point too much and move on to now our next portion. Now we're moving on to learning an additional two preposition. We learned two of them before, we're learning an additional two now. So this is ba, subchapter B. It says al-baytu, the house. Min al-bayti, from the house. Min meaning from. So when you have the word min, the noon has a sakin on top of it, as you can see here, min, not mina, min. But when you have min al-bayti, if you were to put a sakin over there, you have what is known in tajweed, ijtima'u sakinain. You have two sakins which are now coming together. So obviously, if you have a sakin and a sakin, you can't read the word. So therefore, one of the word, one letter needs to get a haraka. So in the case here, we would say min, it becomes minal bayti. So minal bayti, from the house. Al masjidu, the masjid. Ilal masjidi. Ila means to. So min means from, ila means to, towards, so on and so forth. Ila al masjidi, ila al masjidi. Now, one thing like we did, fi al bayti. You won't say fil bayti. Fil bayti. That pull is gone. So you won't say ila al masjidi, even though the word is ila, but you'll say ila al masjidi. The pull disappears when you join. So ila al masjidi, to the masjid. Min al bayti ila al masjidi, from the house to the masjid. Okay. Anyway, he says here al mudarrisu, the teacher. Now he switches into so you've got fi, what we did before, ala, which means on, you've got min, which means from, and ila, towards or to. So you've got now four of the most important prepositions which you'll be using at any time in your Arabic language. So jot those ones down to make it easy for yourself in case you haven't memorized it already. So now we move on. He switches the class to being a conversation between a teacher and a student. Al-mudarrisu means the teacher. So the teacher says, Min aina anta? Where are you from? Meaning he's speaking to one singular male and he asks him, where are you from? Now, this is how we pick up from speech. We learn the ability to be able to speak to. So the person the teacher is speaking to, his name is Muhammad. So al-mudarrisu and Muhammadun. So Muhammadun, he says, Ana min al-yabani. Ana min al-yabani. Ana min al-yabani. It's not pronounced as ana, but ana. The alif here is silent. So ana min al-yabani. Ana meaning I. Min from al-yabani, Japan. So ana min al-yabani, I am from Japan. So here he's got a picture, sort of map thing, which is supposed to be Osaka, in Japan, Tokyo, which is Tokyo, Al-Yabano, which is Japan. So this is supposed to be Japan on the continent that has been thrown over here. But in any case, so Al-Yabano, Japan, min Al-Yabani, from Japan. You're not going to say, well, it's got alif and lam on it, so min Al-Yabani, from the Japan. You know, but it's al-yabanu, and that's it. We end it there. We don't need to delve too deeply into it and confuse ourselves. So, ana min al-yabani, I am from Japan. The conversation moves further. Al-mudarrisu, wa min ayna Ammarun? The teacher then asks, and where is Ammar from? Muhammad is the one who replies to the teacher each time, and he says, Muhammadun huwa min as-Sini. Huwa min as-Sini. As-Sinu means China. So huwa min as-Sini, he is from China. So al-Yabanu, Japan, as-Sinu, China. Al-Mudarrisu, wa min ayna Hamidun? Muhammadun huwa min al-Hindi. The teacher asks, and where is Hamid from? Muhammad replies saying, meaning Hamid, huwa, he is from al-Hindi. He is not from a Hindi movie. Huwa min al-Hindi, he is from India. Al-Hindu, if you look on here, okay, this is another map. So Sri Lanka is Sri Lanka over here. Pakistan is Pakistan. Delhi, even though it's Delhi, this is now like a modernized version of the map. But anyway, Al-Hindu, which is now the continent, India, as it's written here, the PC continent, Bombay, which is Bombay, Mumbai. So you got all the that is Hyderabad, as you would say in English, Hyderabad. But anyway, simply put, he's giving you the India, Pakistan. He don't even put Bangladesh on the map, unfortunately. But anyway, so huwa min al-Hindi, he is from India. So not to make things unnecessarily complicated, focus on al-Yabano, as-Sinu, al-Hindu. If you notice, all of them have got the alif and lam on it. When we're speaking about the country, you keep that al on it as is. When you're speaking about an individual person, the person is Japanese, the person is Chinese, the person is Indian, then the alif and lam will fall away. So let's say, for example, you were to say, he is Japanese. Huwa yabaniyun. Yabaniyun. Not huwa al-yabaniyun. You wouldn't use the al in that case. Huwa siniyun. He is Chinese. Huwa hindiyun. Hindiyun. If it's a female, hindiyatun. But anyway, hindiyun. Hindi. Maybe you see people with the title Abu something al-Hindi. So it's like this here. As you would say, he is a Hindiyun, a person from India. A Siniyun, a person from China. Yabaniyun, a person from Japan. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask so that it can be clarified. But it's actually quite straightforward with these things. Moving on, the teacher asks further, Al-Mudarrisu, Aina Abbasun? Where is Abbas? Now, this part of the lesson focuses on the usage of the prepositions which we used. So, Muhammad now replies. Muhammadun, he replies with one word. But this one word is a sentence. He said kharaja. 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 Kharaja means one man went out. He left. He exited. All these meanings you get from the word kharaja. So kharaja has within it the word huwa. Huwa kharaja. If you understand it, don't think too deeply into it. Just remember, kharaja is singular, masculine, third person. He went out. He left. He exited. That's the meaning you get from the word kharaja. So jot down this word kharaja because it's our first word of sarf morphology, and we'll deal more with it in due course, inshallah. He hasn't taught that part yet, so if it's a little bit confusing, don't pay too much attention to it. Here we get our next word. So the teacher asks, Al-Mudarrisu, Aina dhahaba? Where did one man go? So kharaja, dhahaba. If you see kharaja, dhahaba, they're on the same sort of pattern, which is words which are now, as you would call it, from a sarf perspective, from a morphology perspective. They will change according to how many people you are speaking about and all things of that sort. So kharaja, one man went out. Dhahaba, one man went. So what's the difference between kharaja and dhahaba? Kharaja means to exit. Dhahaba means to go. There's a distinction between the two. So look at the question. Aina dhahaba? Where did he go? And Muhammad replies, Muhammadun dhahaba ila al-mudiri. He went to the principal. Al-mudiru or ila al-mudiri, to the principal. Al-mudiru means the principal. So there's a lot more words to add to your vocab over here. So keep up, and if need be, you can always access the recording again. But anyway, so ذهب إلى المدير. So keep this in mind. This is your general thing that you'll be using. You'll be coming across ذهب and خرج. You won't say, you would say, for example, uh, kharaja min. Kharaja, when you're using it with a preposition, you'll be using it with the preposition most of the time. Kharaja together with min. He exited from. Kharaja min as-sayyarati, for example. He exited from the car. Kharaja min al-bayti. He exited or he left the house. I'm translating it exited so that we can get, uh, exited from the house. If we say left, he left from the house, we don't normally use it in that context, in that words at least. So ذهب إلى المدير. He went to the principal. خرج works on the preposition of min, and ذهب works on the preposition of إلى. So where did he go? ذهب إلى المدير. He went to the principal. Okay. Last two, and then we can end our lesson here tonight. Al-Mudarrisu. The teacher asks again, وَأَيْنَ ذَهَبَ عَلِيٌّ? And where did Ali go? ذهب, one man. Where did he go? So Muhammad replies, Muhammadun ذهب إلى المرحاض. ذهب إلى المرحاض. Al-mirhadu, as it shows here, al-mirhadu, and you can see the picture over here. Al-mirhadu means the toilet. Now, if you remember a lesson or so back, I made mention, we came across the word hammamun, and I made mention that it is bathroom, not toilet. I said we make a distinction between a toilet and a bathroom. So al-mirhadu refers to the toilet. Al-hammamu refers to the bathroom. So there's a distinction between the two. So when the teacher asked that where did Ali go to, Muhammad replied by saying ذهب إلى المرحاض, that Ali, who is being spoken about here, he went to the toilet. Al-mirhadu, the toilet. And that's the end of page 24. We've got a lot of exercises over here, but inshallah ta'ala, we can do that in our next class and hopefully complete this particular lesson. If anybody has any questions, you are welcome to ask them now. Otherwise, if not, then we will end on this point here, inshallah ta'ala, until next week. All right, looks like we don't have any questions. So hopefully, inshallah, everything was straightforward and clear. But with that being that, we will stop on this point here, inshallah. Until next time, وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد سبحان الله وبحمده سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.